So I had to wait a few minutes for that email to come in, but it has, and now it's time for part two of adding to the project calendar. So what I do when that email comes in, sometimes I can't always add it to the calendar at that very moment. So when that comes back to me, I'll drag it over to my calendar entries file, which is where I keep everything that goes on the calendar. So for the purpose of this video, though, I'm going to go ahead and do it and pretend it's 2 or 3 hours later when I can get back to the things that I need to add to the calendar. And here it is right here. I'm going to usually mark these red until I actually get them on the calendar, and then I'll mark them with a check mark so I know that they're done. That's how I control those. So I double click that open. I downsize it straight away and then go to the calendar. And I have to fiddle with that to get it to come up right for some reason. I have to click out of it and into it again in order for it to show up. So what I'll do is look to see when this particular project starts. It goes 9:19 to 10:07. So I'm going to go back to the calendar and I'm going to go to 9:19. And you see that 19th is a Wednesday. That's actually when the West Coast starts their stuff. So we're going to do ours on Thursday, which is when we usually start. So I'm going to start at the 20th. So I'm going to click new appointment up here. I'm going to go to the date. It's already on the 20th. And then the end date was, let's see, the end date was 10/7. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to change that to 10/7 would be a Sunday. So we do ours through Friday. So I'm going to mark it 10/5. And then I'm going to click all day event so that there's no start time, actual time, or end time. It's a start date and an end date. So first thing I do is I'm going to go back over to my email and I'm going to click the store list that I cut everything down to. See, it's already ready to go, so I can go ahead and put that straight on the calendar. I always want that to be the first entry, so that's the first thing I grab. When I go back over to the email again, you see I'm just toggling back and forth between the email and the new calendar entry. I'm going to click Control, and I'm going to select each one of the rest of the attachments that go with this. I'm going to go back over, and I want to put those to the right of that. Now, once those pop on there, I'm going to click Enter so that I'm the next line down, and I'm going to start by copying all this stuff down. I always include the account manager's signature there, although that's not much of a signature. I include that so we know for sure who's sending the information to us or who sent it to us. So right click and paste that. Now what we need to do is go up here and name it. So we're going to name it the same thing as this. I could copy and paste that up there, but I'm a real maniac about, I don't know how that popped in there. I'm a real maniac about the reason when I know what I put on the calendar because I do it in all caps, and if somebody else puts something on there, it's not in all caps, so I'll know that it's not that it's not mine. So I'm gonna go mixed display. I'm a slow typer. Halloween 2018 placement and picture. Oopsie. Even then, I make a mistake. Still going slow. Project. All right, and we don't have a specific chain because it's different chain number, so I'm going to put chains vary or chain varies. Survey number is going to be 4285, and that's it. Everything is on there that we need. The start date, the end date, all the attachments, and all the information. So we're just going to click Save and Close, and that's it. Now I can close that out. I go back into Mail. I go back into my calendar entries, and I'll click that to show a check mark so that I know that it's been done and on the calendar, and then I just go back to business. And that's it.